For over the last year, predominantly most of the worship I've been leading has been online. I have produced weekly and services, one format or another. Over the last probably 8 or 9 months, it's been pretty consistent. Produced materials for special days such as Good Friday and Easter and Ascension. When I was ordained, I never thought I'd spend most of my time in front of a computer recording things to go online. We didn't have online when I was first ordained. It has been a challenge. Some of it's been very good, and it's given opportunities to do things that you haven't been able to do before in a normal format. Some of it's been quite difficult. Some of it's been frustrating. Some of it's been interesting, shall we say, as a general rule. I've decided that for the next few weeks I'm going to take a little break from the normal way I post things online. Normally it's a version of morning prayer, I think, is the best way to do it, with a reflection of some sort. And so for the next few weeks there'll be something different each week. Today I'd like to lead you through a meditation on joy, which I think leads to a positive attitude and a new way of seeing the world, or coming to a better way of seeing the world. I was recently listening to a program where it talked about those people who look with hopefulness and joy at the world had all sorts of mental health and physical health benefits from those who don't. And I know this has been a difficult time for many of us. We do face real problems. And again, I'm not trying to deny those problems. I'm not trying to cover them up or obscure them. But I think we can approach sometimes those problems with a different mental attitude, and perhaps will help us overcome those problems, but overcome some of the periphery issues that come out of that, or the issues that are caused by that. So the mental health issues, or a feeling the way life is and impacts our relationships and our ability to deal with others. So what I'd like you to do is to go back to last week's session and just take a few moments to center yourself. Listen to your breathing, calm yourself down. Get in a place where you're not distracted and you're centered on yourself. Then what I want you to do is to think of something that brings you joy. A small thing, not a major thing. Maybe it's the first sip of a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in the morning. Maybe it's sitting in the garden. Maybe it's looking at a flower. Maybe at this time of the year, feeling that warm sun on you as you sit in the garden or sit somewhere. Maybe it's a sunrise or a sunset, or a place of great beauty where you can stand on a hill and look over this great county we live in. Just something that brings you a little bit of joy. And just think about that. First, in your mind, recreate that moment. But pay attention to how you feel. That fullness, that completeness, that sense of well-being, that sense of affirmation. After you've done that for a few minutes, taken some time to just experience that moment, to experience the feelings that comes from that joy, take a moment to say thank you for that joy. To realize that in spite of everything else going on, that joy is still there. It's always there, whether you're paying attention or not. That beautiful sunset is somewhere in the world at some time of the day, as is that sunrise. That flavor of the tea or the coffee in your mouth could always be there. It's always sort of hidden just below the surface. And give thanks that that is the case. And then just take a few moments to settle yourself again, come back into the world, and return to your life. Once you've done this a few times, you'll be able to find that you can do this all the time. When you do take that first sip of tea or coffee in the morning, or see that sunrise or sunset or whatever, feel the warm sun, you will remember it. You will recognize it, and you just take that few seconds perhaps to enjoy it. And I think that will stream out into the rest of your life as you begin to see these all the time, these moments of joy. And with these moments of joy then comes the thankfulness. And soon, if you do this regularly, your attitudes towards the world will begin to shift. The problems might not go away, as I said. They'll still be there. You'll still need to deal with them because they are reality. But you'll approach them with a different mindset.